Welcome back once again to the first Descendant. The update is finally out, the game is back online, and the hotfix 1.03 patch notes are finally out, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at in this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you do, please consider dropping a like down below and subscribing. Let's try to get this video to 500 likes. The giveaway winner is announced as well. I'm going to be doing another 1000 caliber giveaway. Comment down below and I will choose a winner on the next video. So this is for all platforms across Steam, Xbox and PlayStation. Let's start off with the first at content improvements, UX and UI changes. An option has been added to turn off players' effects projectile explosion in order to improve the visibility, the explosion effect and the duration of vestigial's organ has been reduced. The director's comment says, as Glaze Infinite Launcher build became popular, we took temporary measures to address an issue where the explosion effects was disrupting the gameplay severely. Currently, we only provide the option to disable other players' projectiles explosion effects, but we are planning to enhance this feature for other effects as well. System messages has been added to make it easier to check the DBNO status of allies, and an extra measure has been added to the party member UI. Reduced the research completion visual effects duration for material frequently used in research. Away from keyboard, AFK has been added to the player report menu. So for this, the director's comment states, we have been keeping a close eye on recent trends regarding AFK, and we agree that AFK hinders the gameplay for other players. However, we believe that a cautious approach is required in this matter. This is because AFK judgment mechanisms can sometimes be bypassed with a simple shooting or moving actions, and the AFK system can be exploited for other purposes. First, we are trying to learn the patterns of AFK with AFK reports. Through this, we plan to collect the information necessary to separate AFK players in matchmaking and prepare an appropriate measure in the future. We are considering ways to resolve the AFK issue so that everyone can enjoy the game together. We ask you to respect other players in the meantime, and if you have an idea on this matter, please let us know. The UI has been updated so that major rewards obtained from quests that have already been cleared are checked in the quest list. A function has been added to view acquisition information directly in the target section of a library. Fixed an issue of scrolling to the top when moving from the target item of library to the corresponding item list. Added firearm types and round type to the library weapon list. Fixed an issue where a player who joined the Void Fusion Reactor could use reconstructing device even if there was no Void Shard after completing the mission. When completing a Void Fragment mission obtaining 2 types of Void Shard, the amount obtained has increased by approximately 1.5 times. Void Fusion Reactor mission tooltips has been updated to display the number of Void Shards. Added linked Amorphous materials to Void Fusion Reactor mission tooltip. Void Shard attribute will now be displayed on the map directly. This director comment says, we discovered and fixed an issue where the party members' abort mission system was being exploited to repeatedly play the fusion reactor without consuming any shards. While addressing this glitch, we also considered players who might resort to using it. We realized that the transition from shard farming to actual Void Fusion Reactor missions was quite inconvenient and tedious. Therefore, we not only fixed the bug but also increased the amount of Void Shards obtained and improved the farming process to make it more convenient. Please wait a little longer as we will significantly improve and fragment farming routes in the upcoming week 5 update scheduled for August 1st. The dev team will continue to learn and grow from your playing experience. We also would like to listen to your valuable feedback and strive to provide a better gaming environment. The number of attached items that can be registered has been updated to 1000 for each weapon, reactor and external components. Alright, now let's have a look at the second part, Descendants. Thrill Bomb and Lightning Emission with the Ultimate Bunny High Voltage module will now target nearby targets rather than random targets. Allergy and Reconstruction Serum of Eugene now applies to Colossals as well. Ultimate Bunny Electric Charge, High Voltage and Bunny Electric Condense sound effects have been changed. Use Bunny's skill to inflict electrocution on enemies has been removed from the second and third stage evolution conditions of Bunny Evolving Skin Speedy Awakened one. At number 3 we have Infiltration Operation. You can now view missions resulting through the ESC menu after completing an infiltration operation. The time limit for destroying the Iron Heart has been removed of the Infiltration Operation Fortress, Heart of the Fortress. The location of the supply droid in the Infiltration Operation Fortress Quarantine Zone has been moved to the Battle Zone, making it easier to supply bullets. At number 4, we have missions. The position of immunity spheres and named monsters will not change anymore as the monsters move or rotate. The sequential sphere type of a named immunity, the alternate hand of an Azestra that appears in White Knight Gulch Eye of Truth, has been updated. Next up is Field. The drop quantity on hard difficulty has been increased by approximately 1.5. Miscellaneous. The stack limit for consuming items has been increased from 1 million to 100 million. Updated some icon images. This director's comment states, "The first Descendants has been developed with deep affection and respect for various looter shooters, and we take feedback regarding other similar games very seriously. Through the hotfix, we are trying to reflect the unique identity of the first Descendants. We will continue to improve the game for fans of the genre." Optimization improvements. Fixed the memory leak that occurred intermittently in the windowed mode. Fixed the memory leak when using frame generation. Fixed an issue of temporarily frame drops when opening inventory with the DLSS frame generation. Fixed an issue where the frame limit was not restored, even if additional options were changed to off when DLSS frame generation or FSR frame generation was enabled. I don't want to go over this too much, but these are some bug fixes that we can quickly just have a look at. For example, symbol effects have been added for Code Analyzer and Code Breaker, and core material drops. Fixed an issue where the account name starts in with hashtag when not visible. Just some simple stuff here. Next up is, again, moving over to more Descendants fixes here. Fixed an issue where the Descendants couldn't be changed after completing the exclusive dungeon of the quest to Bunny, our beloved daughter, in the Bunny quest. Fixed an issue where Bunny's lightning emission was used even if there was no moving distance when rolling over a box or wall. This director's comment states, "We love how Bunny runs fast, unleashes electric energy to take down her enemies. Bunny is a Descendant who gains her power in proportion to the distance she traveled. However, rolling around in a corner and using her skill was not what we expected from her, so we decided to fix this. Additionally, we are detecting the use of various macros and unauthorized programs through the monitoring system, including the rolling in place macro. We are currently taking actions and against macros and unauthorized programs. We will continue to strive to create a more enjoyable gaming experience for everyone." So they did say fixed an issue where sound effects was not played intermittently when landing on the floor with Kyle's superconductivity thrusters. Fixed an issue where the charging motion was repeated with Kyle's repulsion dash. Next up, we have some module fixes. An issue where the arch acceleration module did not increase the speed and distance of projectiles. They also fixed an issue where Ajax's body enhancement module did not reflect the max shield in the current shield after moving to the map. Fixed an issue where the firearm attack and the shoot focus module was applied as a sum operation and not as a multiplication operation. Fixed an issue where the module list scroll was reset to the top after module enhancement. Here are a bunch of fixes to missions. An issue where monsters would not spawn if the first monster spawned upon entering the Vulcus strategic outpost were immediately killed. An issue where the next quest could not be started under certain circumstances. An issue where the sphere would tremble when it was far away during the named monster sphere gimmick. An issue that prevented field change by removing the shield created during the upper hatchery mission in the White Knight Gulch hatchery. An issue where the monsters would spawn even without an actual battle in the White Knight Gulch fortress outskirts. Those have all been fixed. This director's comment states, "The fortress outskirts have become popular farming area, with many monsters pouring in from the beginning of launch. We love the run and kill play and believe running, shooting and bursting are the fundamental aspects of a looter shooter. However, using the terrain to exploit and gather monsters without any action was not what we intended. If everyone simply stood still and hunted, the game's enjoyment would quickly diminish. Therefore, we decided to make a change. We maintained the spawn rate by keeping the 4 Vulgus resources storages active simultaneously, but monsters will not increase when players are idle, run, shoot, and create some explosions. Many more monsters will continue to appear. Next up are changes to field. Fixed an issue where code analyzer was intermittently required when working with the encrypted vault in the hard difficulty. Fixed an issue where failing while using a grappling hook in a certain section of the prologue caused you to spawn at the next location with the mission unfinished status. Next up is Void Intercept Battle. Fixed an issue where the removal did not happen intermittently and the grappling hook was maintained during a battle. Here we have a miscellaneous fixed an issue where items were not collected when purchasing multiple items of the same product. And to end it all, we have the director's additional comments. Thanks to the love and interest that you have shown us, we feel brimming energy of the community. Hotfix 1.03 included many fixes, which we hope improve your gaming experience. Recently, we saw a video in the community where Colossus were defeated more quickly through module switching. If we had a bit more time, we would have liked to include a fix for this in 1.03, but unfortunately it did not make it into this update. The dev team did not want module switching to become another strategy. This method makes combat tedious and does not fit well with the run and gun playstyle. The dev team wants skill, weapons, modules, and external components to be part of the strategy. We hope that in-depth build research will progress, but strategies requiring inconvenient control are not what the development team aims for. Last but not least, we are planning to skip the patch next week for the upcoming 5th week update on August 1st. Please look forward to the new Descendants Luna and Ultimate Valby, new intercept battles, new ultimate weapons, modules, external components, and skins on August 1st. And that makes it to the end of this update. Now, there wasn't really much that we wanted, okay? There wasn't really any changes that we really wanted as a community in terms of the void missions, in terms of drop chances, in terms of really trying to get to know what the community really wanted. There have been a lot of talks recently, especially in my videos and your comments, that the grinding and the farming in this game is absolutely horrendous. The drop chances, the void fragment missions, the outbursts, all of these were not really mentioned in this updates, and I really hope that they do in August 1st. We're only just a couple of weeks away from that anyway, 2 weeks today. So hopefully we actually see some news about that in that video and in that update. Anyway, let me down in the comments what you guys think about this update. I'm going to go ahead and jump straight back into the first Descendant and play and try to create some more videos for you guys. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Let me down in the comments what you think. Hopefully it's a good one, and I don't know what else to say. I really hope it's more from this update, and I'll see you all very soon.